Alright, my friends, this is the big one. I have emerged from my cave. I got everything fully tested. The entire menu of my NBA settings, every single slider, all corrected, all fixed to give us the most realism and fun that we can get. However, I mean, it can't be just like we plug in the settings and then we're good to go. We always got to have extra stuff to handle, you know, just to make the mode function properly and to make this all work right. Okay, and plus on top of that, there's a couple settings where, you know, because of the way the game works, there's really not like one universal best setting for all, right? We have to get more detailed to you know, you'll see. I've developed a system. Just stick with me here through the video. I promise we'll make it work the best for everybody. You'll all be good to go by the end. Alright, now one quick thing. MyGM, I still don't know why we can't just have more settings in that mode, but the few settings that they do have in there, I tested them and they apply in MyGM just the same. Just wish we had more, but whatever, man. Let's get back to MyNBA. We're gonna take it from the top, and just for now, don't worry about the other eras. Okay, like I said, I'll get everybody covered. Okay, it's time for a tradition unlike any other. Time for me to yell at 2K about the same freaking thing every year. 2K, can we please just download the freaking sliders during the setup phase? It doesn't make sense. We can't download them until we actually get into the league, but the wheels are like already in motion by that time. And plus we got the freaking injury sliders that for some reason you take them away after we enter the league, so the only time we can edit them is during the setup, but at the same time we can't download during the setup. Whatever. So given that that's where we are, here's what we want to do. I'm going to try my best to keep it simple. So we're in the setup phase. First place we want to go is to the salary cap. Alright, we want to set that right now, and hopefully you saw the last video and you already got this, but I'll just go ahead and do it again here real quick. Okay, so just for the modern era only, we want to put the cap at 182 and then do 285 for the hard cap, like you see, and then 90 for the inflation. All right, that's for the modern era. For any other era, leave this stuff on default. Okay, and if you want to know why, or you want any more information on any of this contract cap stuff, I'll put the link to that last video in the description for you. Okay, moving on. Now, if you're like me and you use the auto-generated draft classes, there's two things we want to make sure. First, the draft prospect storylines, we want to leave those on for only the generated prospects. It does make a little bit of difference. It does help give some, like, realistic unpredictability, I guess that's how you want to put it, to their progression. Okay, second thing, the draft class quality slider. This is really important. We got to set this right now because, like I said before, the wheels will already be in motion. So if we wait to get into the league to download this, well then by that point the first draft class will already be generated. And it'll be generated on the wrong setting. So again, how does that make sense? It doesn't. So we got to do this manually during the setup. We want to make sure this is at 47. Okay, and do it during the initial setup. That way it'll apply to the first and every draft class. Alright, now the injury sliders. They take them away once we get in the league, so we can't see them. So again, 2K, why? Whatever, so just to be sure, let's go ahead and set these right now during the setup. And you might remember, by the way, the problem of the past couple years with guys recovering freakishly early, like almost every time, that's actually a lot better this year. So there's something. That's good. They still recover like on the early side, most of the time, but it's not that bad. Okay, so we do want to raise the duration, given that, but not as much as we've had to do it in the past. We just want to put it up to 57 this year. Okay, now the severity, we want to put this down to 38. The testing came back just too many severe injuries on default. you know, so 38 is going to give us that realistic mixture, right, with minor, medium, and severe injuries that we're looking for. Oh, that's right, yeah, and the wear and tear setting, for some reason they take that away too after you get into the league, but it's fine, it works, it's good to just leave that on. Alright, now we're going to come to the difficulty tab. Here's where we got those 2 sliders. Okay, you can't really download them because I can't put multiple settings in the downloadable set. And like I said, there's no like one best setting that's universal for everybody. Okay, so I got a system for each one of these. The first one is the contract negotiation difficulty. We did that in the last video. Okay, the one with all the contract and cap sliders. So I assume you saw that and you're good. But again, I'll put the link to that video in the description for you if you missed it. Okay, now before we get to the second system, we want to come over here to this new simulation speed setting. I did a lot of testing on this, and I mean, honestly, it's not like it makes a world of difference or anything, but it is something, and I do think it is worth it to wait just like that little bit of extra time, you know, for it to sim when it's on the smartest setting. Okay, so all my simulation sliders, everything is meant to go with, for this to be on the smartest. Okay, but, you know, the truth is, no matter what setting you use for that, the simulator in 2K26, it's just way too easy, man. It's the easiest one I've ever tested. I don't know what you did with it this year, 2K. I mean, we just want the games that we sim to be about as difficult, you know, to win as the games that we play. Yeah, dude, the game just does not do a good job at all of, you know, producing realistic sim results with, you know, different caliber rosters. It's just not good at doing it. So what we want to do is use this slider to, you know, kind of do it ourselves. Okay, so we're going to be adjusting this slider as needed based on how talented our roster is. Okay, and the better the roster, the higher the setting. If you're at the very top, you got one of the best rosters in the league, you're loaded. Like I said, it's just way too easy, so we got to crank this thing. We got to crank it all the way up to 92. And then basically we're just going to adjust by 4 for every level. So if you got a good roster, but you're not at the top, then that's going to be 88. And then if you're in the middle around average, then 84. You get the idea. If you're below average, but not at the bottom, then we're going to do 80. And if you're at the bottom of the barrel, then 76. Okay, man, so we've done all that manually, right? So now we can leave all the other sliders on default. Just for now, we can proceed forward. And then once we enter the league, we can download all the rest of the sliders to go along with everything we just did. It should all work together. And you probably know how to do that. Just go into literally any of the settings. Just go to trade or progression or whatever. Bottom left corner, just search by gamer tag. Search my tag. It's the Popboy. Okay, and from what I understand, it should work for everybody. Unless you're on PC. I don't know, man. So if you're on PC or whatever, just comment. Let me know if it works for you. I guess that's what we've been having to do. I'd love to find somebody who's like trustworthy on PC who can maybe put them up there for everybody else. So if you're on PC and it's not working for you, comment, let me know. Maybe we can work something out. And then I'll post later. I can post on my X, or I can post on the community tab on here, you know, to let you know if there's any developments on the PC front. Okay, but for now, as it is, we always got our trusty old Google Doc. If you want it, it's there for you. Links in the description for you. That's got everything. Yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I got gameplay sliders to finish. I'm so freaking pissed they're not done by now. I'm sorry about that. So that's definitely what's coming up next. All I can do is just keep testing, keep going, man. So I'm gonna go do that. I really hope this helps give you a better experience with MyNBA. Pop the like button for me if you did enjoy, if you found this useful. And subscribe, of course. Hit your bell on. You want to keep yourself notified. I appreciate all you guys. Get down in the comments if you need anything. And yeah, man, I hope to see you back here at the Game Lab next time. Alright, I'll see you soon. It's your pipe boy.